Okay, people. There is another news flash, and it's not a very good one. It's not a good one for. It's another crime. It's another crime. I'm all for explaining what the crime is, and it has to get out there on the news, and it needs to be spread to everybody, because this is obviously it's obviously very bad. So one of my friends on Facebook posted a very, very bad tragedy that happened, and it involves the child abuse of a 3-month-old baby by his or her own parents. Now, apparently, the parents were being such idiots, and they decided that to get the baby to shut up from stop crying, they abused it. They threw chairs at it. They hit it. They wanted to get it to shut up. But did that even work? No. In fact, it even made matters worse. It gave the baby serious bruises, and the idiot parents did not even give it hospital treatment until 7 days later. It was crying because it was being abused so badly. Now, ask yourself this question. Why would you get your wife pregnant and have a baby knowing that you're going to have a baby who's going to constantly cry and cry and cry for everything that it wants? Ask yourself that question. Why would you flippin' just, flat out do that? I mean, literally. You think that's any reason to abuse a child? To get shut up because you're sick of it crying all the time? That doesn't make matters even better. It makes them worse. And worst of all, the husband and the wife ended up hitting each other by mistake, because either the mother was trying to throw the chair at the baby, and obviously might have hit the other person. But no, I'm pretty sure the chair hit the baby. So, yeah, you get what I'm saying here. It's not good. Well, anyway, you know what happens to people when they do these crimes? Child abuse is a crime. More than that, injuring another person is also a crime. And, physical assault. So, yeah, that's a crime. That is surely a crime. It's not even funny. If you want to endanger the lives of another person, an infant, a baby, whatever, you're going to be investigated by police for that stuff. That kind of crap just... It's not tolerated here, people. It's not tolerated. When you abuse a child, you're gonna get taken to jail for that because it is an actual crime. So, these pair of couple are going to appear in McKean County Court in Pennsylvania. And the court session is going to take place in Bradford, Pennsylvania. And these two are going to appear in court tomorrow. It's not going to look good for them. And they did this before Christmas, so they obviously did not get to have Christmas as a family. They're going to have Christmas in jail. It just makes me sick to see people do these kind of crimes when you're obviously if you're going to be that kind of an idiot and commit a crime before Christmas, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Not only do you miss this Christmas, but you're also going to miss all your other holidays for the rest of your lifetime. So, yeah, it's actually pretty sad to see people go to jail because they can't spend time with their family. And the cops are the one that are going to be your parents there for your entire lifetime because you flippin' just went out and committed these crimes and you don't even feel any sorrow for that. And I could say that the people that committed the child abuse crime and the physical assault on another person are going to face a lifetime in jail. And like I said in my last video about the fake NES gun shooting and the bank break, he's got the Mexican has multiple crimes that he's committed. And he's committed a federal crime. And that's going to keep his time in jail a lot longer. So, there you have that. The more crimes that you commit, the more of a lifetime in jail you will spend there. No other words for me to say that. Totally is just embarrassing. I mean, it's not fun at all. Literally, it's not. it sickens me to watch these people commit these crimes. It really is. I'm just sick and tired of watching all these innocent people commit these well, they're not actually innocent people, but they're people that commit these crimes because they don't have anything better in their life to do. And those people who commit these kind of crimes just don't really have a life at all. And their life is just going to be spent in prison. So think about this. Before you deal with this responsibility of a baby and getting your wife pregnant, answer these questions. Am I good? Do I really want to deal with the responsibility of a child? Do I really want to have that responsibility of taking care of a baby? Do I really want to get married, and do I really want to get my wife pregnant right away? Do I really want to? Do I obviously want to be a parent? And even though no matter how much my baby cries, and no matter how much it whines and that stuff, I'm not going to abuse it. No matter how much it gets on my nerves. In fact, I'm the one who's taking care of a puppy here. She's almost a year old, and it gets on my nerves a lot of times and that stuff. But do I go and injure it? Do I throw chairs and do all that kind of stuff? No. Not only do you go to jail for child abuse, but you could also go to jail for animal abuse. Same thing. Same stinking thing. Same stinking crime that I would not commit. I lose the house that I live in. I lose my family. My mother would say that I'm not her child. I would say that I have been born to be a monster. But obviously, no, I do not want to be a monster in my own family. And besides, being a monster in your own family is the worst thing that can happen. And when you get taken to jail for crimes, when a son or daughter gets taken to jail for crimes, the mother and father feel great pain. And they just don't want anything to do with you anymore. Which is why I don't abuse my puppy, no matter how much it gets on my nerves. Now, the only nerve that I have is for the puppy is just treating the house like its own personal bathroom, and not going outside when I want it to. That's the only thing it gets on my nerves about. But I don't go and abuse it for those things. One thing to use a shock collar to get it to listen. It's another thing to abuse it. But anyway, child abuse isn't a good thing to do. When you have a baby, you need to treat it with love. You need to treat it like it's your own child. And you need to stop stinking abusing it. Alright? It's a crime. Do not commit this. And if you do, you're going to find that you're going to spend a long time in jail for this. So think before you have a baby. Do I want to deal with a baby that gets on my nerves so much that I get sick and tired of it, that I feel like I'm going to just, like, hit it and, like, and be abusive toward it? Or am I going to keep on raising it no matter how many times it gets on my nerves? I would rather raise the baby instead of being abusive toward it, because I know I could go to jail for that. Anyway, that's one reason why I'm not going to have a child, because I don't want to deal with the responsibilities of that. Even if I do have my own wife, I'm not getting my wife pregnant. I don't have one right now, but eventually I will have one. But I'm not gonna get my wife pregnant, because I don't want to deal with the baby. And I don't think I've already dealt with puppies, and that's enough to get me to understand that when you have a child, you have to take care of it no matter how many times it gets on your nerves. In fact, changing diapers is the worst thing. It's the worst. Yeah, I could get sick of that. Yeah, really. Yeah. Bottom line, child abuse is a crime, and you're going to have to live up to responsibilities for when you get your wife pregnant. So, please comment on what your opinion is. This is a really, really bad crime. These people were idiots to commit this, and they're not only going to be not having holidays anymore, but they're also going to be separated from each other in prison and in jail. That, in jail, the men and the women are separated. They have, like, separate men and women cells. So, the husband and the wife are going to be separated from each other. And it's obviously bad. It's bad for the whole family. And I don't know what's going to happen with the 3-month-old baby. But I'm sure they'll find somebody else to take care of it, while those other two face jail charges. And maybe the baby will actually turn out to be, probably might learn to go out and commit its own crimes when it gets older. But anyway, the child can reflect off of parents and behave like the parents do. So maybe the baby saw that it was being hit and that stuff, and it'll probably decide when it gets older that it's going to go out and it's going to learn to injure and kill people because of it being hit and abused itself. It might abuse other people and, do all that stuff. But anyway, that ends this video. Please share your thoughts on this, and be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be making some good replays here. I've been playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate a lot, and I made some pretty good replays, so I'm going to upload those. And hopefully you'll like and subscribe to me. Like my video. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be making some very good replays that I'm sure you want to see. And have a good New Year's. And remember, don't go and commit crimes, because you'll be missing out on these holidays. And you'll be one sad person if you go and commit these kind of crimes. And don't rob banks either. Don't take a NES zapper and wrap it in dark tape and rob a bank with that. That's a federal crime, and you'll stay in prison for that. And there are a bunch of other crimes out there that people commit, and it's just sad. This is Charles Morris. Have a good day and a good New Year's. In the next six days. New Year's Day is the next 7 days. Actually, no. It's the 26th, so it would be New Year's Eve is 5 days. New Year's Day is 6 days from now. So, have a good New Year's Day when January 1st comes. And have a good New Year's Eve, no matter wherever you are. And I will see you all later. This is Charles Morris. Have a great New Year's, and I will see you all later.